Hey guys, how's it going? I'm FoxTwo, and we're about to do some Ghost Recon Wildlands gameplay. I'm going to give you my first impressions of this, but I want to stress before I even start that this is a closed beta, as you can see. It's not representative of what the full game is going to be. It's going to be a little rough. I'm just warning you now.
This is Operation Kingslayer. Listen up. Our field of operation is Bolivia. Dense jungles, freezing mountains, and salt flats. If you don't watch your back, you won't leave it alive. Your target is the Santa Blanca drug cartel. Their network relies on fear, violence, and intimidation. You'll need to destroy them from the inside, destabilize each aspect of their operations. Production, smuggling, influence, and security, to bring them to their knees. You have full autonomy. You pick your targets. You decide how to take them out. Just get it done. Gather your intel. Learn who the players are. Learn their methods. Then destroy them. To make this op a real party, the local military force, Unidad, are on the cartel's payroll. They've been fighting it out with a low-rent rebel group called the Qataris 26. You want to survive? These underfunded and under-equipped rebels are your new best friends. You gotta think. You gotta be strategic. No one will come when you call for help. Use what you can to get the job done. You have your arsenal and every vehicle you can find at your disposal. And don't be afraid to throw out the playbook. Each of you is an elite warfighter, but together, you have the strength to take down an army. And remember, Ghosts, credit is failure. You will burn the Santa Blanca drug cartel to the ground, but no one will know who was holding the match.
Now that all looks pretty cool, and in theory, it's amazing. That's exactly what I'd be looking for in a game. I love open world shooters. I love the Ghost Recon series. I played Future Soldier, and they had the gun porn, essentially, which was the gunsmith, which was amazing for me. We could customize every single aspect of your gun, right down to the fire mode, or the gas system, to customize its rate of fire. That's all amazing. But I don't know what to expect for this, so I'm going to jump right in here, create a new character, and we're going to try it out. Yet again, just before we jump into the game, I want to explain, being that this is a closed beta, I don't expect it to be 100% stable, 100% optimized, all that to run as well as it should when it's released. But that being said, there's a lot of settings you can customize in terms of your graphical settings, which is to be expected for PC. But at the same time, well, there you go, I'm offline apparently. That's been happening too. You can customize everything you want, but at the same time, for me, it doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference in terms of performance. I have everything turned on, and the game, it runs fine for me, but at the same time, it stutters here and there. It's almost like it's loading about every 50 feet as I'm moving along. That makes it extremely hard to drive. Doesn't seem to affect the gunplay that much, but at the same time, that's going to be a big issue for me if I'm driving or flying somewhere and I keep flying off the road on the mountains of Bolivia because I can't get my computer to run smoothly. And it's not an issue with my PC because I tried running everything on low and it didn't make any difference at all. Alright, so as you can see here, I've put a little bit of time to the game now. It's not much, about, 20 minutes or so. But at the same time, it's enough to get a little bit of a feel for the game, but it's not enough to really have a good, solid knowledge of what the game is going to be like. I'm still going to show you guys that, but I just wanted to be transparent about that and say that I have played a little bit of it, but not enough to really make a full assessment. This also shows my stats, my weapons here right now. The game starts you out with very basic equipment, which is fine, but they do allow you to actually customize your character himself. Obviously I went with a male here because I am. You can customize everything from your haircut to your facial hair to the color of your hair, your glasses, your hat, your headset, everything about your character, even down to what color and camo pattern all of your equipment is. Now, me being Canadian, I went with Arid Cadpat. Unfortunately, I can't rotate my character to show you. Even my backpack has been camouflaged. That's pretty cool. You can customize that. There's dozens and dozens of different options to customize your character in terms of your vest, your shirt, your pants, your boots, tattoos, everything. That's pretty cool, and I'm pretty impressed with that. The customization system is fine, except that it's not really that quick because it loads everything as you scroll through. You know, if you want to go from top to the bottom or midway through a list of items, it loads everything in between, which can slow you down a little bit. As per the usual Ghost Recon as of late, you're playing with 4 people here. Your 4 teammates here. I'm playing with AI right now because I can't seem to get into matchmaking. For some reason it keeps booting me out. I'm having problems with connecting with people. That's kind of, I find, typical with Uplay, but the same, and that's okay for now. Closed beta, we'll see. Like I was saying before, there is the gun porn aspect of this, where you can actually customize pretty much every aspect of your gun. Like, for example, I have picked up this sniper rifle, and if I want to go to parts, there you go. I can change the scope, the trigger, the magazine, the barrel, the muzzle, everything on it. And, over and above that, you can customize their colors, the camos, where I've got it set to be camouflaged as leaves right now, or I can go black, tan, foliage green, so on and so on. I love that aspect. Like I said, the gun porn like this, it's one of the big things that draw me into this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it. The gunplay in the game is pretty satisfying. Once you move in, you can use your drone to tag all the enemies in the area, so that way you know where they all are, of course. And, for example, here's a convoy. I'm going to attack them. The issue is that, with the frame rate being a little choppy here and there, shooting can be a little wonky. You know, if you're trying to snipe like I usually do with my sniper rifle here, it makes it a little hard when the frame rate's stuttering here and there. You can't exactly get a headshot on someone who's running, but we'll see if that gets fixed. Instead, I'm using an assault rifle, so we're going to see how this goes. I've marked everyone so that I know where they are, even through cover, and I can have my teammates move up and attack them as well, except they don't seem to want to do much right now. Let's do fire. This is one option as well. You can actually use a scroll wheel in order to order your teammates around. When you're using AI, that's pretty cool. With players, it doesn't seem to really work.
Got him. Down. Engaging.
I'm not letting him on the minigun. He's going to destroy me if I do.
Grenade.
Cock holster.
Well, there's an example right there where the frame rate just lagged on me, and I don't know why.
Get to cover.
Explosives are kind of lackluster in this as well.
Move, it's gonna blow.
They don't sound that great. They do a fair amount of damage, it seems, but they don't seem to really have much of a radius to them either. Let's use this for advantage here. Have a frag.
Tango down.
Just like traditional Ghost Recon, you have the third person over the shoulder firing here, but at the same time, you can switch between third person and first person firing modes, which is nice. I really do like that, because sometimes I don't want to be using my sights. If I'm just engaging close quarters, or if I'm shooting at someone as I'm on the move, I don't want to have to use my sights for that. So it's nice that you can switch.
Man down. Just hold on to your shit. Man down.
Teammates don't die in this. You get knocked down, and then you can heal your teammates, although this tends to happen sometimes where he's underneath the car, and there's not really anything I can do about it. So, of course, he's going to go down and have to respawn. Oh, no, I can heal him now.
Man down, man down. Man, if you shot straight, I wouldn't get fucked up.
The driving in this game is really not the greatest. You skid and slide all over the road, the vehicles handle like they're basically driving on ice, and there's a constant stuttering and chopping frame rate issue that I don't know how to fix. I've tried setting everything to the lowest settings, it doesn't seem to help much. While vehicles seem to get damaged pretty easily when I hit things, it doesn't actually seem to do much. The vehicles seem to be pretty well indestructible until you slide them down a mountain and get them shot up. Bullets do a lot of damage to them, but skidding down the mountain just breaks all your windows and basically leaves you undefended. Right here is a perfect example of what happens when you drive off a mountain with the car. Logically, this should destroy the vehicle and probably kill all 4 guys inside of the car, but let's see what happens, and this is one of the biggest issues I have with vehicles in this game. So far so good. Well, no, here's the vehicle stuck. Now, it should be destroyed. There should be no possible way that you could still drive that. However, it seems that it's still able to run if it wasn't wedged into a rock. My biggest issue with this is the fact that enemies do this too. If I'm driving along the road and someone comes up behind me and they're chasing me, like Unidad forces, like, there's no way to get rid of them. They'll just randomly stop following you, and thank God, my teammate's in the rock, he's inside the level, okay. The Unidad forces will continue following you until they go flying off a cliff and they just can't follow you anymore, but they're still alive. You'll get 300 or 400 meters down the road and they'll just pop up out of nowhere because they've driven back up the hill. Their vehicle's badly damaged, it seems, but not really. It just looks like it is. Pretty much the only benefit of driving in a car is the music. There's a lot of different tunes that come on the radio that cycle through them, and it's catchy. It's not anything I recognize offhand, but then again, it is supposed to be Bolivia, so I wouldn't, being that I'm from Ireland. However, it's catchy, it's kind of neat, and it breaks up the monotony of driving and the rage a little bit. And that's the benefit, isn't it? The stealth aspect of the game is, as to be expected for Ghost Recon, pretty satisfying as well. Only thing is, I really hope they improve the AI later. The AI is not exactly the most intuitive.
I think they saw you. Be careful.
Target down.
Now, I know if I saw somebody shoot my buddy like that, I would not just stand there looking at it for a second.
Good? Damn, I love this job.
I haven't been able to record any footage of the guys glitching out, but I've seen a few. Guys leaning out of the window of a car to shoot at another car, and he'll just spin like a top, keep his torso up. I've seen them glitch into the ground, I've seen them walk through obstacles, I've seen them point guns at each other and not do anything about it. Here's an example of how dumb they are. Right there. Come on, you could logically see my gun sticking out from the corner, but you decided to walk right up to me so that I can hit you in the balls and then smash your face into the ground. It's not smart. That was just bad. Well, there you go. He went into the wall and then bounced out. It's not absolutely terrible, don't get me wrong. I've seen worse. But I'm not super impressed with it. It makes the missions a little too easy.
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions, or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. ¿Lo entiendes?
In the end, when everything's said and done, it is still Ghost Recon. You are still a badass, and it makes you feel like one.
That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at your farm. Go on. Then you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
Well, there you have it. When it's all said and done, to me, this is typical of a Ubisoft game. It's a really great idea, but it doesn't really seem to be 100% well implemented. The gunplay is solid, the driving is not. The character creation is solid, the AI is not. For a game that's supposed to be slated to come out in about a month, I'm not 100% sold on this. I will not be pre-ordering this. However, it does show some promise. So we'll have to wait and see what happens later. So far, I wouldn't buy, but keep my eyes open. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a like, comment below to let me know what you think of the beta, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.